Hey everybody, I'm Kevin and welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day, where I frame up your day and give you something positive to bite into. Without further ado, let's get to the cards and see what our message is from the other side. So here we have the Angel Prayers Oracle cards today. Something a bit different, I think, for today's message. So let me go ahead and shuffle them up. Thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence and for showing up today. I so appreciate Archangel Michael. Thank you. I so appreciate you for bringing your guidance, bringing your wisdom, and so that the message we receive will be for the highest good of all concerned. I dedicate this to everyone out there who looks for something positive, meaningful, upbeat, and good to tap into. All right, that feels like a good shuffle. Spread them out. You know, and sometimes the cards that pop out of a deck like that, it's just an extra bonus. So we just say thank you to Archangel Michael for us surrounding us with the protective light. And then you can close your eyes down and just see yourself encased in a beautiful indigo and blue light with a sword that is here to protect you no matter what. Right, so I'm just going to put my hands down on these cards and pick one that I think resonates. Trust your vibes, which really has been the prayer all week long, is to trust our higher self, trust our intuition. Thank you, angels. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. This is a beautiful card it's just an angel meditating and going inward from a heart space. There's really not anything complicated, and sometimes bringing these cards out to do a reading or a message, you know, I don't want to overcomplicate anything. I think the world in general, in a physical sense, is already complicated beyond the pale. So I think going inward and sorting through the difference between what is reality and what is fantasy. What is it that we want to manifest quickly and fast that's for our highest good and everybody else's highest good? And what is really just masking over another problem? So trusting your vibes, trusting what you're feeling, including the feelings that perhaps aren't really what you want to feel. You know, we all want to feel good. And that's the way forward, understanding the not so good feeling, understanding, this isn't quite how I wanted to feel, brings you to the reality of what you really do want to feel. Sometimes we have to recognize the no thank you to find that, oh yes, please. So thanking your angels for being around and thanking them for showing you how to trust your intuition. So the general meaning of this card is that the angels have come to inform you whatever you've been going through is absolutely correct no matter what. Even though it might feel off your game, even though it might feel out of whack, out of balance, your intuition is completely on point always. And the angels come to congratulate all of us on trusting these vibrations. Feeling is one thing, but trusting is something completely different. So when you wholeheartedly trust in your gut feeling, your intuition, and that's what's been given to you when you come into this world, when you trust the alignment that you're having with everybody that's around you, um, and all the angelic guidance that surrounds you. Today is the day you're going to have to trust what your intuition is telling you and trust your guidance. We all have psychic and intuitive abilities, and they're developing more and more and more and more and more as we lift and lighten the vibration. The sensitivities to the intuitive vibrations from source energy get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger the more we develop those skills and those muscles. So the angels encourage us, spirit encourages us to go with whatever we're feeling at the base level of our soul. Knowledge, rich, intuitive, psychic knowledge is always downloading from the angels, and they're encouraging you to follow the guidance that comes with it. So as you start taking these steps, it may bring up a few fears or a few concerns, but you're encouraged to trust in this inner guidance. So the angels are always on a journey with us. So when you take the first step, the next step will be presented as your spiritual vibration. The fact that Archangel Michael has popped in as well suggests that if there is fear that something may or may not work out, or something may or may not happen right, just trust that it will. I've been doing a lot of work the last week with Esther Hicks' Law of Attraction, not just the book, but tapping into some of the meditations and getting a deeper understanding of what exactly is source energy. And I, like many folks who are more keepers of the light, as I like to call them, those that have come here to offer a little bit of love, or a lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of understanding, a lot of trust and truth, to balance the overriding feeling of fear that's everywhere. What I've learned in this week has been that source energy is at the center of every single thing that we have, everything we want to create. And there is this side of all of us that gets given a choice. Digging into the choices that allow us to follow love, happiness, peace, well-being, good feeling, following that, we also have the choice to follow the fear, the insecurities, the ego, the resistance to change, resistance to growth. We have the ability to follow both. And what I believe, I don't expect you to, is that even when we follow the fear-based, it's not really intuition, but even when we follow the egoic-based feelings, we follow those and act upon those. Source energy is always somewhere reminding us this is not really the right way. This isn't the right way to go, but still allowing it because we have the freedom of choice. Angel, spirit, source energy doesn't really take those choices away just because we say, well, we want to go down here and do this. What it does is it reminds us this isn't quite right. What I now know is the vibrational effect, the vibrational feeling of being good, having a great, satisfied night's sleep. That feeling you get when you sit by a lake and it's nice and quiet. That feeling you get at the end of the day where you've really worked hard and accomplished something. The feeling we all get when something good has transpired or about to transpire, that's vibrational. And that vibrational feeling begins to open the door and the gateway to manifestation. What I'm now understanding is that when I get that feeling, when it's like, whoa, I feel really good, for no real reason, then I know I'm lined up, tuned in to the right frequency, and everything's going to manifest pretty quickly. What we tend to forget is that we are part of the power that makes the manifestation happen. The challenge we have is we've been telling ourselves all this time that no, we're not, that other people control what we do. And indeed they have. Other people have told us whether it should be, whether it shouldn't be, and controlled the narrative, controlled the daily life, told us when to show up, when to finish, when to quit, what to do, what not to do. And it's being pushed into our culture, the way it's set up. You want something, you've got to apply for a loan, you've got to go through a process, and the process is saying, yes, you can, no, you can't. There's these contrasts of good enough, not good enough, good enough, not good enough, good enough, not good enough. And when we seem to go down that road of not being good enough, because we keep getting denied, no, 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 deny, no, 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 no. You keep going down there. After a while, that has a bit of an effect. And there are folks whose vibrational level has been spent so long down that road, they can't see any other way because that's all they know. So they might look at someone who has making a different choice and bit by bit work their way away from that. And every time there's a no or a denial, counterbalance it with, then that must mean something better's coming, or that must mean that was not for me, or that must mean no, thank you, I don't need it. So anytime we come up against those barriers, the intuitive force that says no, 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 but we know in our gut feeling that there is a yes somewhere, we follow where the yes is taking us. We follow the path of the least resistance. We turn around and say, well, why not? Let's try this and see what happens. The resistance is always, 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 always connected to fear. Because at the end of the no, I'm not doing it. No, thank you. Not doing it. That comes from some place that isn't lined up with what's coming next. Stuff changes all the time. We've seen it. We see it. We hear it. There comes a point with all of us intuitively where we're going to follow a way of feeling, which then leads to a way of being, which then leads to a way of living. Follow that. We come to a space of feeling, and that leads to a place of being, and that creates a way of living. Feel it, be it, live it. That's the sort of dance that happens. Feel what you want. Get that feeling. Oh, this feels good. Oh, I like this. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Give me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then be in that. How can I give you an example? Okay. You want to. It really depends on whether it's clothing, cars. We'll just go into the material line for a minute. You know that a jacket, a pair of pants, an outfit, or even going to a concert, or even being intimate with somebody, you know how great this feels. This feels so good. Nothing can get in the way of this good feeling. Right, so now I've flooded with goosebumps. So now whoever's here driving this I'm on the right path. You know that really, really good feeling that you get. You keep feeling it. Even if you're not in a place where something actually physical is going on, you can still feel that. You can still put that vibrational feeling in yourself. Follow that vibe. Follow that vibration. Trust it. We were not here to constantly feel bad. We are not created to constantly feel awful. There's a difference between an illness, physical illness where there is some issues, and feeling the best we can possibly feel. I'll share this with you personally, and then we'll read Melody Beatty's book. So, those of you may know, those of you don't know, a little over 20 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Basically, my system isn't able to create the right hormones from the pancreas, insulin, etc., to work with the sugars that is going in my body. And for a long time, we were doing okay by managing what I was eating. And it got to be really a little bit tough for me because there were so many limitations, so many restrictions, and so many things I just couldn't consume. And they got to a point where, I decided, you know what, to hell with it. I could care less. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. So I carried on eating normally. Well, not really how I should. I began to continue abusing my physical body with, anything you shouldn't eat, breads, all that stuff, loaded up with carbs. And I wasn't paying any attention physically. Then there came a wake-up call. We have to put you on medication. You've got to manage this with medicine. And when you start managing something like that with medicine, there's all kinds of physical fallout from it. Unpleasant. But that was my wake-up call. I didn't pay attention, didn't listen to the warning signs, didn't get with the program. And then we continue forward, and I take a pretty great job, a job that was full of amazing opportunities for me to travel the world, to meet people, to get into what I love doing, which is teaching. But again, the lifestyle was poor. It was in and out of hotels, eating basically vendor machine food and whatever was on the menu. And when I had expended myself to such a degree that I had nothing really left because I'd given it out, what do? Comfort food. And that's what I did. A lot of late night meals, washed down with some beer. And once again, I wasn't listening to my physical body. So once that ended, I doused myself into the yoga way of life. And that was another big wake-up call to the physical and the mental and the emotional and the spiritual lining up. All of the years of physical abuse, all of the years of not listening to my body, not listening to these warning signs of take care of yourself, went down the road of heart issues, and I had a cardiac arrest. Actually, a heart attack. Cardiac arrest is done. Heart attack there's a problem. Got through that, and that led me to this place that I'm at now, where I need to open my heart to everybody and share all of this. Now the world is facing a global pandemic that is still affecting people in many, many ways on a physical level. The time has really come, and it's here right now, and it's been here, where we line up with the vibrational energy of nothing but love, nothing but unconditional love. So this week I trotted off to my regular 3-month appointment to do the blood work to see where we're at. And my blood sugars have risen, not by a crazy amount, but enough for me to listen to my vibrational energy, and enough for me to say, stop the slop, get back on the program, and it is time to walk the walk and talk the talk, because I've done it before. I've done this. You know what? I need to have clean eating. I need to put into my body what my body really wants, and not what my ego is telling me to have. My ego was driving the bus of saying, this might taste good. These fries would be pretty good for you, but they're not. They're not nurturing this body. They're not nurturing this. So for me, I got to a point probably Thursday, yesterday, day before, where I sat and looked at, I can't very well be spreading this good love vibration every day in a daily meditation and encouraging people to live their best life, to find their best path, to feel their best always, if there's this egoic little trip that's going on with me that I've got to clean up. So today, starting today, I'm going to really just get back with the program, which has never gone away. But this is Spirit's way of saying we're going to be with you. We're going to help you. We're going to help you to be healthy. We're going to help you to choose the right foods. We're going to help you to nurture everything about you. The difference is now I have a higher guidance system that's always been there, always been around there, always been there to line me back up. Only now it's there all the time. And so now I'm manifesting that really good feeling and knowing, you know what? I'm just going to trust that whatever I am feeding myself, whatever I'm giving my body, will be for its highest good and the highest good of my entire system. Because I really don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here for a lot longer, which means I have to basically give myself the right kind of tune-up. I hope that wasn't too much going on about myself. Let's read from Melody Beatty's book for today, which is the 6th of August. Find Neutral Ground. There's a town in Idaho, Lava Hot Springs, that overflows with quiet, inexpensive hostels offering hot mineral water soaks to all who pass through. Folklore has it that in days long past, warring tribes would put aside their differences when they came here to soak in the waters and heal. The sacred ground was neutral territory. Although most of us are not at war with one another, or another tribe, or even another person, many of us have been at war with ourselves. I've spent years judging myself and my experiences. As I have opened up to my emotions, I've spent time and energy judging those too. I often expend as much energy judging and labeling the experience or emotions as I do living through it. I have run in terror from grief. I have attacked myself repeatedly for experiencing anger. I have put antagonistic labels on guilt and fear. Now I'm learning the power of neutrality. It speeds my growth process, the time it takes me to learn my lessons. If what I'm going through isn't wrong, then I'm free to have the experience and embrace its lessons. Neutrality brings peace and the freedom to learn. As we continue our journey, the journey of the soul, we can learn to find the peace offered by neutral territory. We let ourselves have our experiences, the ones we have chosen, the ones we've created, the ones we've been given. We can let each burst of energy we need to feel pass through without judgment, good or bad. I don't think so, just energy. We learn to let others have their emotions and lessons too. Discover the power of neutrality. Discover the power of neutral territory. It's a sacred ground that can help you heal. This all requires tuning into your vibrational energy and trusting what you're being told. I believe we're never led to bad places if we trust what we feel, the good things we're feeling. It is hard to hold space for those who are experiencing really tough, difficult times, and there are many of them. At this particular moment in time, no matter where you are, where you live, what you're doing, who you're with, there will be an element of loss, great loss. And there's two avenues to take when these great losses occur. The first avenue is acceptance. Well, that's the first thing to get through it. Accept what's happened. And the second part is either choose to find the love from it, if there is some, find the peace from it, if there is some. Do the completion of it if you need to. And to many, that might seem disrespectful, disempowering. There's an expectation that has crept into our world at the moment that when someone feels bad, really truly feels bad, they're looking for other people to join them in their bad feeling. That's not wrong. It's a state of play, a state of how things are. I've noticed that sharing something personal, something awkward, something difficult, something challenging that I grapple with, because even those of us that are connected to source energy still have the physical ego doing the chattering. That chattering is less and less because it's replaced with, oh, I'm just going to go do this. The point I'm making is I'm quickly reminded that everyone has their bag of coal, their bag of problems, their issues. And sometimes other people's issues are greater than our own. So that to say, walking forward with love, walking forward with understanding, walking forward with compassion, understanding that we can hold space for other people to feel what they feel. You can say, we're so sorry that you're having this sadness. And what can I do? Can I do anything? Can I offer help? Can I offer guidance? Or even a card. I'm thinking of you. And when you're ready, reach out. Done. The time that's the darkest for most of us, I know we're off topic about trusting intuition, but the time that seems the darkest, the quietest, the stillest, that numbness, that sound of, oh, that place is where the greatest connection to source energy is. Getting quiet when these feelings and thoughts and ideas have stilled themselves. Trust those vibrations and the messages that are coming next. Don't have to share them with everybody. My personal nugget for you is get a notebook and write them down. Let them out. I truly believe, I don't expect you to, everything we put out there is heard and seen, listened to. And when we look for help on the spiritual realm, the vibration is relief first. Feel the relief that you've already got the help, because you have. Trust the relief that you've already got the help, because you have. And then move along, live your life. All right, let's meditate. Eyes down, breath on, big stretch up, big stretch out. Open up your heart, open up yourself. And for this morning, turn on your deepest expression of breath that you have and concentrate on the inhalation and the exhalation. Breathe into your lower belly. Keep going. Now find that rhythm as you go in and out. Begin to feel that rush in and out. Feel your body tingling in and out. Body's alive and awake. In out. Now bring your mind to your feet. Keep breathing in and out. Let that rhythm come. Changing brain patterning. Up above you is source energy, downloading everything that you need to learn for today. As you sit looking through your third eye center, see forward and upward, either to the left or to the right, and see that star ahead of you. The source energy that's sending an extension of energy towards you. Imagine this bolt of light coming down, getting brighter and brighter as it comes towards your forehead. Then feel the feeling that you get as this white light touches the top of your head. And imagine this white light of love from source energy is coming down through your ears, the sides of your head, inside your eyes, just rippling on the inside and the outside, washing down over your shoulders, washing down the sides of your neck. Think of this cleansing white, beautiful light coming down into your chest cavity, your throat, moving towards your collar and down your right arm, into your right elbow and right wrist, dripping out all 5 of your right fingers. Feel this wash going down your left arm from your left shoulder, riding down your upper left arm into your left elbow, through your left forearm and out through all 5 of your left fingers. And this energy continues to wash down over your torso, your mid-back and your ribs, your heart and your lungs, moving into your diaphragm, your lower belly, your belly button, your digestive system, upper and lower GI tract, into all of your vital organs, liver, kidneys, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas, all of the organs, filtering system, down in your lower belly, coming into your genitals, your creative center, down into your buttocks, your thighs, your legs, this golden white light of power, golden white light of replenishment, recharging. Every single cell of your body is being replenished just by your breath, but by source energy, by love. And allow any fear, any worry, any concern, any trouble that you're experiencing on an earth plane to be absorbed by the love and the energy of Mother Earth. She takes on every negative thought, feeling, and filters it out. The love of the Mother Earth, who's providing us this beautiful place to live, the planet that nourishes the food we eat. And coupled with the generation of the sun, the energy from which all of us, every planet, every part of the galaxy, every species of bird, mammal, fish, people, humans, all of creation being nurtured and loved, cleansed and replenished, recharged, re-energized by the source energy itself. Continue breathing in this higher vibrational energy, knowing that you are an extension, a vital, important part of the extension of source energy. The source energy runs through your veins, energizes your blood with the oxygen you just took in through breath. And that breath is the elixir that comes from the earth, that comes from the planet. And the water, of which your physical body is 95%, comes from the planet, comes from the Mother Earth, comes from source energy. This is a really good day. This is a day that you remind yourself that you are on this planet, attuned to, tapped into, and turned on by the greatest power that ever is, ever will be, ever was, that has created you. You may push pause on this video and continue breathing in when you feel complete. Bring your hands to prayer heart center. Honor yourself. Send your prayers up. Be grateful. Thank you, source energy. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ascended masters, spirit guides, and all those of spirit who provide for me the gifts that I now manifest. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say namaste. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your love. I'm grateful for your energy. I'm grateful that you're here tuning in. And I will be grateful if you continue sharing, subscribing, liking, and passing this along. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.